Hi everyone, welcome back to another A to B Model Railways shop update video. And as you've just seen, I'm not in the shop right now. I've actually come up to Whitby for a couple of days rest and relaxation at the end of the very busy summer period. And I'm currently sat filming this video on the beach just underneath the West Cliff in Whitby. Enjoying the sounds of the sea. There's a few military aircraft flying around on manoeuvres as well, and it's beautiful weather as well. So it's nice to just get a bit of downtime at the end of a busy summer period. I want to start by thanking those people who took time to like and comment on the previous shop update video, which was called Setting the Record Straight. I was a little bit nervous about putting that video out because of some of the contents and the comments I was making, and I wasn't really sure what sort of reaction it would get. So thank you to those people who provided the supportive comments, because it was really heartening to hear and it made me feel an awful lot better, so thank you for that. Now, we are beyond the school summer holidays, so hitting the autumn. Our shop is open every Tuesday from 10:30 till 5, and also 10:30 till 5 on Thursday, Friday. And our usual opening times at the weekend are 10:30 till 5 Saturday and 10 till 4 on Sunday. However, as we come through September and October, we have got the illuminations on in Matlock Bath with the parade of illuminated boats down the river. So we do extend our opening hours on Saturdays and Sundays throughout that period. If you are planning to come to Matlock Bath on a Saturday or Sunday during September or October, please do phone on ahead, and we'll let you know what time we're closing on that day, because we are going to be opening later on Saturdays and Sundays through that period. So in this video, we've got a showcase of some of the newest products that have come into the shop, some restock, some new arrivals. That is modelling stuff and non-modelling stuff, because as we said in the last video, we do stock more things. We are more than just a model shop these days, but we are very much still focused on modelling. And I'm going to be looking at some modelling techniques as I showcase a couple of the projects I've been working on recently. So we'll have a look at that. And I'm going to intersperse the video with some running on the national network. I've been out and about around Derby and so on, and seen some of the modern stuff running. So I've got some video footage of that, and I'm going to fit that into the video as well, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's see you later. So I've just walked my way up from the West Cliff beach to the top of the West Cliff. It's been quite a hike up here, as you can probably tell. I hope you enjoyed the products I showcased for you. It's always difficult to know what to put in there, but we've got new things arriving all the time, so it's difficult to make a choice. I've been working on a modelling project over the last few weeks. It's actually started about 7 years ago, a little 2-foot square 009 circuit, and I've been doing some more work on it, so let's take a look. This layout project was started 7 years ago, with a plan of providing a working 009 display to go in the window of the old shop. It uses a 2-foot square offcut of MDF left over from another project, and this has been covered in a layer of cork with a circuit of Pico 009 set track laid on top. During the COVID lockdown, the scenic contours were formed using polystyrene and screwed up newspaper, covered with a layer of plaster bandage. Once this was dry, it was painted with an undercoat of green poster paint. A wash of acrylic paint was used to create the impression of rock faces. Once this was done, the layout lay dormant for much of the rest of the lockdown and for some years to come. It became a perfect place for one of our cats to rest, or for my daughter to use as a play area for her toy animals. Can you spot the unintentional nod to a Monty Python sketch? So a little more work has been done on the layout in the last few weeks. I've started to add some more detail to the scenery. So we've got some woodland scenics, sort of underbrush here to provide some hedging, and we've got some of the static grass put in place on top of the undercoat around here. On the other sides we've used some sawdust and some more of the flock to start to create the embankment and the rough ground. It's needs a bit more work doing to it there, and I've detailed the station area. This is Javis tarmac scatter, and just a little building I found that was in my bits box, which I just thought would be perfect for this sort of layout. We've got a path that's moving up here through the greenery. Again, that's a little bit of black Javis tarmac, which I've static grassed over the top of. You can still see some gaps. I'm going to fill these in with some bits of foliage in due course. But I just wanted to show you some work on the static grass, and a quick and easy way to static grass your layout. So for that, I've just got a few bits and pieces that I'm going to use. So I've got the spray tack that we sell in the shop by Woodland Scenics at £9.50 a bottle. We've got the Gauge Master puffer bottles. Now we do sell these separately and also as part of a scenic starter pack, and very shortly we'll have these as part of our static grass mystery boxes as well. And I've just got a couple of packs of static grass by Woodland Scenics that I've been using over the last few weeks. Right, let's get started. The top off the puffer bottle, we're just going to get some bits of static grass. This is why you need the newspaper, because it can go everywhere. Just drop it into the puffer bottle here. I'm doing this quite late at night, which is why the light's not very good. I've not had time all day to do any work. And just to provide a bit of mix, I've got a lighter static grass which I showed you a minute ago. Put that in there as well. It's sort of difficult to do this one-handed while I'm holding the camera. There we go. Right, then top goes on. Screw on the lid. Take off the thing. And then just give it a really good shake. No rude comments, please. So giving it a shake, I'll just start to squeeze the fibres from the puffer bottle all over the grass, all over the glued area, giving it a really good coverage. Let's see how it mixes in. I'm only doing the flat areas because what I want to do around the bit that are raised, I want to have a sort of a rougher grass and maybe some more foliage and stuff, just to make it look a bit more like rough ground. But there we go. This is all excess, which I'll brush off later. Now, before I move it, I need to fix it in place. I could use a wash of PVA glue, but I've got a better idea. So Joy's having a teenage daughter. I'm just going to borrow a little bit of her hairspray. And from a fair distance, I'm just going to spray it over the grass just to fix it in place. When I was teaching, I used to use hairspray all the time when I was using pastels and stuff, just to fix the kids' pictures and stop it getting all over my fingers. It's really good stuff. And that will fix it nicely in place. And then when I come to add more detail, I can put the spray tack over the top and put a different texture on just to sort of break up the type of green. So hopefully it'll look nice and effective when it's all done, and we'll come back to this project again in due course. So as I said in the video, that 009 project's been a long time in the making. I actually started it when the shop first opened with the plan of putting it in the window display, and then just life got in the way and I've not done a lot of work to it. So I'm sure we're going to revisit it a little bit later on, and those Gauge Master puffer bottles and glues and so on are all part of the starter packs which we've now got available in the shop. I've come to Paddock Park, which is one of my favourite parts of Whitby. It's really nice and peaceful, nestled on the side of the hill, and you can see the sort of grey squirrels running around, and you can actually, they'll come and feed out your hand if you've got the nuts with you. So it's a really nice place to come. Not quite as peaceful today because we've got workmen over there doing some renovations to a house, and I've just managed to see a seagull kill a pigeon as well, which is not really what you want to see. Anyway, I've been out and about in the local area, filming some action on the national network, some modern image stuff, so I thought I'd put that in, and I'll be back with you shortly. So recently I've been dropping the car off to a garage near Derby Station to have some work under warranty, and that's sort of the video footage I took as I walked to and from the garage. I hope you enjoyed it. I've come over to the east side of Whitby, over to the East Pier, and a walk out where you can get a wonderful view of the harbour and the pleasure boats going in and out of the harbour and off on their 20-minute sea trips around the bay. I've been trying to pluck up the courage to go on one of those trips myself, actually. It's something I've never done and I really fancy doing it, but as you can probably tell in the background, it's actually quite windy today, and I've just watched that boat that I've just shown you go out over out of the harbour onto the sea, and it's bobbing up and down a little bit, so I'm not actually sure it's something I really want to do. But anyway, coming up we've got our final event of 2025, our final show. We seem to have lost a few along the way for one reason or another, but we're out again at the Mickleover Model Railway Club's annual event, which takes place at the community centre on Uttoxeter Road in Derby, or Mickleover in Derby, on the 4th and 5th of October. Now they've got 15 layouts advertised, and I reckon they've miscounted. I think there's 16 on the list, including one all the way from America. They've also got club layouts and a couple of 009 layouts, including the model of the Tackling Railway. We're going to be there. Just going to do a little preview for you, and hopefully see you there. So the Mickleover Show is shaping up to a really, really good weekend. Lots of great layouts, and myself selling new stuff, Baz selling tools and secondhand, a couple of other secondhand sellers as well. Makes a really good mix of trade. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic weekend. So if you're free on the 4th and 5th of October, why not head over to the Mickleover Community Centre, which is in Mickleover in Derby on Uttoxeter Road. There is a small car park at the back. Alternatively, you can use on-street parking, and there are plenty of bus services running out to Mickleover from Derby City Centre, so you can use one of the car parks in the town. Now, I'll be there with a mix of new and second-hand stuff, and we'll also be unveiling our new publicity banners and promoting the new shop with some flyers, which if you pick a flyer up from us, it'll give you 10% off your next purchase in the shop, valid till the 31st of March. One voucher per customer. But we are doing that to promote the shop. So hopefully we'll see you there. Come and say hi. I'll be there Saturday morning. Parents are covering the shop, the store for me Saturday afternoon. And then I'll be there all day Sunday. So why not come over and say hello? I'm looking forward to seeing the Tallythillen 009 layout again. The idea that there's a layout there all the way from America is quite sensational. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's come over from the US as well. So definitely well worth a visit. Now, I've pretty much reached the end of my short stay here in Whitby. I'm just in the hotel on the Saturday morning, ready to head off back to Derby. Just a quick call down to Botham's Bakery to pick up some of their famed lemon buns to take home before I hit the road. I've got to get back into Derby for this afternoon because I'm, for my sins, a Derby County fan, and we're at home to Preston this afternoon, so I need to get back. Hopefully to go home, drop all my bags off before I go to the game this afternoon. We'll see what sort of journey I'm going to have. But I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different video. If anyone wants to know, I stayed in the Sea Breeze Hotel, which is on the West Cliff here in Whitby. It is booked through booking.com. Pretty basic, just a double bed, couple of bedside tables, although only one of the lamps work, which is all I need, to be fair. Tea and coffee making facilities, but they didn't top the tea and coffee up between my 2-day stay. So I was on rations sort of towards the end of yesterday, and black coffee this morning because I'd run out of milk. So a bit of a black mark against the hotel owners for that. But it's clean, it was quiet, mattress a bit lumpy. I've not really had a lot of sleep over the last couple of nights. So where I was hoping this was going to be a restful 2 days and a chance to sort of sleep, not managed to do that. Certainly walked all over Whitby yesterday, and I'm just going to set you guys a bit of a challenge, and I'll throw a mystery prize in for anybody who enters. For those who enter the competition, I'll throw a mystery prize in for the person who gets nearest to the number of steps that I managed to accrue across Whitby yesterday. So how many steps did I accrue across the whole of the day in Whitby yesterday? Drop your answer in the comments below, and the nearest person, I will spin that mystery wheel like I did for the last prize draw and send a prize out to you. So how many steps did I accumulate in Whitby through the whole of yesterday? If you want to have a guess, then do. Nearest person gets the prize. The offer will run until the time the next video goes live. So the competition will run until the next video goes live. That is likely to feature the Mickleover Show. So you've got until just after the 4th and 5th of October to get your guesses in. How many steps did I accumulate in Whitby over the course of the weekend? Or of course of yesterday, I should say. And through a whole day in Whitby, how many steps? Nearest wins. Right, I better hit the road and head for home. Till then, stay safe, enjoy your modelling, and I shall see you soon. Take care.